It's the Wrestling Caucus. I'm Peter A.
I'm Smiley Arriaga, COVID
And
free.
today, COVID free. That's good. Good to hear
Yeah.
it. Today, we're talking about the AEW show that's coming up December 30th, Nassau Coliseum. We're recording this the Wednesday, the last Dynamite, right before the last Dynamite before the pay-per-view. And the show will be out the Friday, right before World's End. So there's a lot going on. I guess you could say too much going on in the world of AEW. Um, so I want to start with right before we dive into the actual
There's a
card.
lot and nothing going on in AEW right now. There's a lot going on, and then there's nothing going on. That's an
Yes.
interesting thing.
Wait till I tell you what's on this card. You're not gonna believe
Oh,
me. But
okay. You're gonna have to remind me because,
I
like,
mean,
I
yeah.
watched some episodes and I'm like, I forget it afterwards. You got to remind me.
So before we dive into the card, what do you make of this devil storyline? Who do you think the devil is, and do you even care? Like, tell me your
I
thoughts.
think whoever wrote this storyline's an idiot. I think whoever the devil is at this point, unless it's Strickland or someone will give a fuck about. If it's Jack Perry, then they're marks. If it's Strickland, cool. He gets. If it's MJF, cool, because that's MJF's fucking mask. Like, I honestly, man, I would just fucking nuke this thing and, like, make it about that. What's that thing? The world title. That, like, I feel like for months the world title has just not been a center point here, and I remember it used to be. Though I feel like the last time it was a big deal was when Danielson wrestled MJF. That was the last time I watched this show, and I thought, wow, they're making this world title a big fucking deal. Now it's just a prop. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on him.
No, I think the problem with this storyline is that there's so many things. You know, after we get past, okay, the Devil's after MJF, right? Or maybe it could be MJF. Who knows what it is? Then he's the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions,
Oh my
Championship
god.
champion, whatever it is, right? He's got to defend that with Adam Cole, but Adam Cole can't defend it because he's whatever, right? So there's that going on. Oh, and then he's the AEW World Champion wrestling Samoa Joe. It's just like there's so much going on. It's too much. There's too much going on.
Didn't
It's
I
hard
say
to keep up.
months ago? Like, didn't I say months ago that giving them the tag titles was a stupid idea? The only reason why they have those ROH tag titles is because for some reason they actually contemplated having FTR drop the titles to them, but they're like, no, that would be too stupid. We're only going to do something a little stupid and give you guys the ROH tag titles instead. And now they mean nothing because one of them is injured. So now MJF's just carrying an extra belt that doesn't matter. Is he carrying? I don't know, man. It's just so they need to burn half of their belts.
It's it got a little too convoluted, I think, because you got the devil thing now. The devil started attacking Jay White, and then he's after Max, apparently attacking random people, that surrounding MJF for some reason. They attack the Acclaimed or whatever. Um, I'm not sure. I don't know if it explains to us the connection between Max and the Acclaimed. I know there was a little angle where Max was kind of like stalking Max Caster was stalking MJF, so that was something. I think that's dead. I haven't seen the Acclaim on TV in a long time. I'm not sure what they're doing, to be honest.
Bro,
I
you
think
remember
they were
when they
on.
had a tag division? Do you remember
Well,
when they had a fucking tag division?
oh, we'll get to that a little later. But
I
this
feel like there's
Devils,
more factions than there are tag teams, but continue.
yeah, I just think this Devil thing is it better be something big. Because I'm the type of person, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I want to see where it's gonna go. I gotta say my hopes are not that high. You know what I mean? I honestly don't really care because I really just care about Smojo MGF world title. And what happens with him and him and Adam eventually, sure. But the devil thing is like, okay, I'm exhausted. It's
It's
mentally,
another group of people who act like a gang, but a bitch ass version of a gang. We're gonna jump you. Ooh, like I
all I know
can't.
is that if it's Jack Perry, it's over. I don't care. I don't care because honestly, do you really at this point in time want to pay to see Jack Perry versus MJF for the world title? I
No,
don't. So,
no.
and it wouldn't make any sense. Swerve could make sense, but his character, why would he want to hide? You know what I mean? Like he went to Adam Page's house with just being himself. He wasn't disguised or anything. He was just Swerve Shane Strickland is walking about people's houses. So why would he be under a mask attacking people? It makes no sense.
He's running
So
up. He's like in Doug Nivison's words,
yeah,
running up in people's houses.
yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's what I would do. I would just scorch earth. Look. They damaged MJF, but Swerve's has some momentum. Give Swerve the world title, scorch earth of this stupid storyline, and start fresh because and I don't know. I guess wait for MJF to go to WWE. You remember? Okay, remember when Cody went from having the best segments to 1 week, like he started getting interrupted by the dumbest stuff possible and having the dumbest segments, and then he left, and then all that goodwill came back when he appeared in WrestleMania. That's what
Yep.
needs to happen with MJF right now because it's what it is.
You know
So
what? His segments, yes, there's a lot of too many moving parts with his angle right now, but his stuff is some of the best stuff on the show right now. You know?
no, but for MJF, it's corny. For me, like I don't know. I sound picky, but the thing is, I feel like with MJF, it's worth critiquing because this guy has just been that good for so long. So when he has a corny segment, it's noticeable.
Yeah,
It's
they gotta uh they gotta cool some of the extra stuff off.
it's like
They gotta
drinking
blow some
Josh
of the
humor. It's like bad Nickelodeon humor.
take off the mask already. I don't really care at this point. Like it's really exhausting waiting to see who this person is. But that being said, Continental Classic, what do you make of this tournament? Do you care? What do you think about them doing a tournament like this?
Well, it's like their storylines. It's convoluted as hell, it's dumb as hell. Like, well, I like tournaments, but the problem is they do a lot of fucking tournaments, and this is just ridiculous. And also, yeah, I think I texted you about this. I'm demoralized watching how they treated Mark Briscoe here. Like the fact that he's not a major player in this tournament it like kind of pisses me off because he's noticeably better than a lot of people here, and he's getting sidelined. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's one of I don't know. This tournament has not been fun to watch.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's again it's too complicated. They don't need to do a round robin tournament. There's so many shows you have like keep it simple. Make it single elimination. Like I understand what they're doing. Like in theory, it's a good idea because the Continental Classic, it's merging a bunch of titles into like a triple crown belt, like what they do in All Japan, right? So you have the Ring of Honor World Title, the New Japan Open Strong, whatever title that is, and a brand new Continental title, right? So it's 3 titles, but it's one title. Sounds confusing, but it's
No, I
I
guarantee 1 week
understand.
Eddie's going to be coming out. Whoever wins this tournament, I guarantee you they're going to be coming out with 4 belts before they actually. Well, let's just fuse them.
Yeah, I think it does get rid of some of the it helps with that because there's too many belts in this promotion. So it's a good idea in practice, but like watching it on TV, it's just man, just do single elimination. I don't need like this guy has this. It's like the ranking system all over again. You know,
Yeah,
I don't care. Because when it comes to tournaments like this on at least American TV, that's weekly, that's not centered around tournaments like All Japan and New Japan is. Both of those promotions are centered around tournaments all the time, right? You have the tag league, they have the G1, they have the junior heavyweight title tournament. It's all tournaments over there, and they don't have weekly TV. They have TV, but it's like it's packaged based on like the shows. It's packaged off the shows that run. But with this, it's just honestly with American wrestling tournaments don't even we know the only matches that matter are like the last four, last two. You know, everything else just like, and the matches on TV have been lame duck. They've just been nothing.
Yeah,
You
it's just
know?
been like I don't know. They're like the boards, like the division. It looks like you're looking at a fucking Sudoku board every week, and
Yeah.
and like I don't know, man. It's just maybe if you did less tournaments, you wouldn't feel the need to do some convoluted ass idea, or maybe just like have an interesting storyline, so you want to waste time and it just I don't know. It just feels so like
It's a little lazy.
yeah, very lazy
Yeah,
for
it's a little
even for
lazy.
them too. Like but like it's just I remember when they had a world title, a TNT title, a women's title, where they actually tried focusing on their women's division. You remember that? And they had a tag division. Like now, every good tag, even the good tag teams in this company, have now been turned into factions or groups. It's all just so fucking ugh.
And you
It's
know what's
like
funny? If this was for a major title, like if this was a tournament for the world title, okay. But this is I can't even consider this a secondary title because you have the TNT title as well,
oh no, but
right?
forget about the world title because they decided a long time ago that MJF and Adam Cole's friendship was more important than their world title. So who cares about that, right? Like I don't know, man. It's just, it's exhausting.
It's
Like
exhausting to watch.
you described it perfectly. It's just like
There was matches here and there I wanted to see, like Bryan Danielson and Claudio, but other than that, it hasn't been. It's not like, oh, I gotta watch this. I gotta
no,
watch it. Like it's not must see TV for me. It isn't.
no.
You know. All right, let's go to the main card now. So we have, we were just talking about, we have the finals of the Continental Classic, right? The Blue League winner and the Gold League winner. Who do you think is going to be the last two? And who do you think is going to win?
I don't
Where do you
even know
think
if
it's
it's
going
the
to
blue
lead
league
to?
or the gold league.
Oh, you didn't know there was two different leagues? Okay.
I know there was two different leagues, but I forgot.
So now, Dynamite, this last Dynamite before the pay-per-view, we have the Blue League finals and the Gold League finals, right? So in the Gold League, there's a triple threat. It's going to be Moxley, Swerve, and Jay White, right? And also, it's the Blue League finals, which is Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston. The winner of those matches are going to face each other at the pay-per-view, and that winner is going to become the Continental Champion, whatever they're going to call it, the Triple
So wait,
Crown.
so if Eddie loses again, doesn't he lose his belts?
Yes.
I see.
Yep. He put this is him putting the belt. This is him putting the belt on the line. Like the person who won the G1, they wrestle in the G1 climax. Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a lot.
it's oh god, whatever. I don't know. I really like yeah. I don't know. Like this tournament's just been clogging up television every week, and like I
Yeah,
feel
it
like
does.
else to care about.
Yep.
Like I don't even know. I can't even tell you what other storylines are happening other than this.
Well, so who do you think is going to be the last two?
The last two, something tells like it'll maybe Kingston and Swerve. That's what I don't know. That's what I would put. Like because I don't or maybe Danielson. Like I part of me feels like they might make the final a triple threat too. They might find a way to do that as well. I don't know, but I would like for it to be Kingston and Swerve because
I'd
Swerve has
say
the most momentum out of most of these guys, and also Kingston. Well, it'd be weird if he lost all of his belts before the finals.
you don't just hang Hangman Page on a chain and choke him out and not get anything. But at the same time, this
Still
is
in this
Bryan
tournament?
Daniels. Hmm?
He's still in this tournament too?
Swerve?
No, like
Yeah.
Hangman.
No, no.
Oh,
I don't think he was in this tournament.
oh yeah, okay,
I think
yeah.
yeah. Um, I think since it's Bryan Danielson's last year, at least as a full-time wrestler, at least according to him. So maybe they'll put him in the finals or something. But he's also wrestling Okada at Wrestle Kingdom next week.
Oh,
So
that's next
yeah,
week.
yeah. So and it's a triple crown belt, so it's partially like a New Japan championship too. So you can argue that he could defend that against Okada at the Tokyo Dome, which would be a good idea. But
So
also
Danielson win the tournament and take that to wrestle Okada, pretty much.
he could. That's something. But
Wait, who's the
also
world champion in New Japan right now? Is it Okada?
no, it's Sonata.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Sonata and Naito for the world title, right? So, but with this tournament, Swerve, like you said, has a lot of momentum, and I think they're building him. He already is, like at least in the eyes of the fans, they're really presenting him as like this is one of our new main eventers, as they should, because he's tremendous, and yeah, I think the final should be the two Seattle boys, Bryan Danielson and Swerve, and I love what Jay White's been doing this year, so that's another guy I want to see, but it'll be very interesting to see Swerve and Bryan Danielson. Swerve beating Bryan Danielson would just be huge for him, especially for this, for this new title they got. But it would be great to see Bryan Danielson go into the Tokyo Dome with something, but he doesn't need it. He's fine. So, all right, let's dive into what's next here. We have yeah, you're not going to believe when I tell you this next match. It's Hook and Wheeler Yuta for the FTW title in an FTW rules match. What do you think is going to happen here?
the fuck is an FTW rules match? Fuck
What?
the wrestling business. What the hell does FTW rules mean?
It's I guess it's essentially ECW rules because this is a ECW belt. So
Oh wow, a no DQ match in AEW. I've never seen one of those. Not like they have that every
before.
fucking day.
Yeah.
They have. What does that even mean for them? They have that. Like they don't even honor their own rules anyway. Like referees don't even count. Like you notice how referees do 5 counts. Referees don't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
You're watching. I don't know. So, oh well. Hook didn't win the FTW title last time. Oh wait, the
He
last
beat
time they
Jack
had an
Perry.
FTW. Oh god.
Yeah, that was the
Oh my
last
God.
FTW rules match.
Wait a minute. Why wasn't Hook in this tournament?
He's too busy being the FTW champion.
Oh.
No, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
I would, it would have been great to see him in this, but he has a championship. I guess is for people who don't have a champ. See, that's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. It's too many belts in this damn promotion. Every match on this card as of right now, as we're recording this, it's a title match. I'm not kidding.
Ugh.
Oh, maybe they'll use real glass in this match. But
Oh my god.
this may be on the buy-in too, so no one's actually going to pay for this, really. yeah. All right. Who could possibly care about this, honestly?
They're probably gonna have MGF. If MGF is in the main event, they're probably gonna have him on the buy-in as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Him Samoa Joe will defend against the Devil Boys again
in another pointless tag match.
Yeah. Okay. So you think Hook's gonna win this, or we? Doesn't matter, but I guess Hook's gonna win. All right, let's say Hook wins. Who cares? Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Wheeler Yuta was the other guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. Julia Hart and Abaddon for the
Abaddon
AEW.
is on this pay-per-view?
Yep.
She's horrendous. She's horrendous. Oh my gosh.
Yo, this is for this.
What's happening?
For the TBS title, it's like, okay, who do we have signed to our roster that is never on TV? Let's put him against. All right, it's just random. It's out of the blue. It's the two spooky girls. That's it. I figured it out.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
the
right.
two spooky girls.
Yo, they turned Sky Blue heel way too quickly. She had so much potential as a baby face, and they should have let her. They should have let her like get really comfortable as a baby face and get over, then turn her heel later. You turned her heel way too quickly. Now you denied yourself because like Julia Hart apparently is the heel of the women's division, I guess. You denied yourself, but her partner was your formerly one of the biggest baby faces you had in the women's division.
I think none of these girls are ready for a title match on pay-per-view.
Well, Julia Hart isn't really ready for one either, but now
none of them. Like, none of these two girls, and Abaddon, no. Who's gonna pay for this? You know what I'm saying? Like who this is a who cares classic. Like who like same with Hook and Wheeler Yuta. It's like who cares? You know, let me tell you something. This is a match that people would pay for, right? If it was Willow Nightingale and Sky Blue, no, not Sky Blue, what's her name? Chris Stanlander, the two Long Island girls for the title on Long Island.
Aren't they a tag team now?
Willow and
And
um,
Chris Statlander.
are they?
I don't know. I saw him dressing as the
No,
same thing last time they wrestled.
there's too much going on here. It's too much to keep up with. This is one promotion we're talking about, everyone. One promotion is too much shit going on. All right. So honestly, I don't know. I guess Julia Hart's gonna be champion for a while because House of Black is on TV a lot. So there you go. Maybe Willow or Chris will beat her again. Who knows? But this match, I can give a fuck about. I mean, I can't wait to see it live in the flesh. That's gonna be great to see. But it's like, who gives a shit? All right, what's next? Okay, this I'm looking forward to, but I'm curious on your thoughts. Tony Storm versus Rio for the women's world title.
Uh, if Tony Storm has literally just won the title, right? Didn't she?
Yeah, she won in
the
September
belt?
at the Grand Slam.
Not that I would rule out winning her losing against Riho because she I don't know, someone back there, a lot of people back there really like her, I guess. I I don't think Riho should be an even Riho shouldn't be a bump in the road for Tony Storm. If they have her drop the title to Riho already, wow, that would be eye-opening for sure. So yeah, I think Tony Storm should totally just blow her over.
Yeah, and people like Rio. I like Rio, and this new Tony Storm character is brilliant. It's like one of my favorite things on the show. Aside from MJF and Samoa Joe, like this is she's she's so entertaining to watch. She's not just she's a great athlete. We all know this. She's a great wrestler, but she is so dynamic and she's really come into this personality that she's captivating to watch. As a week to week character, she's so interesting. And when it's when the bell rings, she's always really good. And I think she got it like the last time, she the last match she was in, I think toned down some of
The hoopla
character in the hoopla a little bit. Like I don't know what do you think of some of her vignettes, and I think when she does her entrance, they have this like black and white effect on the screen. Like, what do you think of all that?
I don't mind the black and white effect. That's fine. But like, even the best gimmicks in AEW fall victim to their camp. If that makes sense. They're
yeah, it does.
Things. Let's just do more and more and more and more of that. More and more. Like they don't control, like, it's kind of like you're using dish soap. Is it? You gotta use little drops. They just like, oh, this is working. Let's squeeze the whole bottle. Let's take
whole goddamn bottle.
Pour everything. That's what they do. And then we got nothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting too ranty, was I?
No. Let's see. With this match, yeah, I think the art of wrestling is subtlety, right? And with the Tony Storm character, you don't want to, coat it with sugar too much, right? Like you said, it's a great analogy. Like you don't want to pour the whole bottle of Palmolive until you have nothing to clean your dishes with. So I think when we're watching on TV and we're seeing her entrance, I think the black and white effect is cool, but like every one of her segments we don't need to see it in black and white after every segment. If you're filming like a vignette, like that, you're not at the arena, like a pre-tape thing, great. Keep it in black and white. That's awesome. But like when you're in the ring, in the arena, please, no, tone it down a little bit.
Because like Marilyn, like the whole thing is that she's like Marilyn Monroe,
yes,
right?
I understand.
Marilyn Monroe wasn't at a 10 every time. Sometimes she just talked. But she always came off like a star. Just her presence alone. They should focus more on Tony Storm's presence, not just her being silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great point. You ever seen the movie Something Like It Hot?
No.
Yeah, so Marilyn Monroe is in it, and her character in it is she's not like over the top. She's a very subdued, but like she gets her point across, you know what I mean? And it's not it's not overdone. Okay, let's talk about this tag team division.
What tag team division?
Yeah, it's it's quite a shit show. But yes, I don't know if I said this already, but yes, I think Tony Storm should definitely win. She should not be losing right now. Not yet. But anyway, the tag team division or lack thereof in AEW. So we have Big Bill and Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho and an unnamed opponent because as we know, Kenny Omega, he has diverticulitis, so he's going to be out for a while. This is a shit show. This tag team division. What do you think is going to happen here? What are your thoughts here?
I don't know. It's Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Who are their opponents?
Chris Jericho and an opponent to be named.
Oh my god, another fucking god. Who's gonna be Sammy? Sammy Guevara again? Huh? Hey yo, Chris. I told you I didn't want to be your friend and I fucking kicked you in the balls, but now I want to be your friend. We should be heels together.
That's exactly it.
Some dumb shit, right?
Yeah, because Sammy's with Don Callis and them, right? He's with them now, so he could out of desperation. I mean, this would be cheesy. I would not like. Who cares? But like, imagine he goes up to Don Callis like, "Listen, I'm desperate, and we used to be buddies. Remember the inner circle? You could come back with me. I'm desperate. He could do
the
that.
Inner circle never ended. Where's FTR? Where are the tag teams? What happened?
Where's the
what
acclaim?
hell is happening?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Oh,
hello?
am I being an asshole? Hello?
No.
Am I being an asshole? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no. Oh, you know, not to segue. I don't. Apparently, I heard that. Is this true? In the AEW video game, they named the F5 diverticulitis.
I haven't seen it for myself, but that's what I heard.
Oh God!
If that is true,
wow,
that's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny.
Wow, and that's not funny at all. That's not funny at all. What the hell?
It's fucked up.
That's like calling the Crossface the family killer in a video game.
That's a little too much, but I see where you're going.
Yeah, but it's just like no, you know what I mean? Like, it's just why? Yeah. Why?
To be funny, but what else?
Yeah.
But this tag team match is like, who can give a fuck about this right now? Like, who cares? You know, it's time to rehab your tag division. You know what I mean? It's time to put a battery in that back again. Put the Acclaim back on TV. Put I don't know what's going on. FTR.
Get rid of the trios titles.
I even take the Hardys. I'll take the Hardys. I'll take something.
Where are the tag team? Where the hell? Private Party? Where's Edge? I'd rather Edge and Christian, but they're wrestling for the.
They're wrestling each other. Right? We'll talk about that. So, boy, what do you think? Do you think Chris is gonna win the belt with his mysterious friend?
I don't sure. I'm not. I forgot. Like, I was not invested in this storyline. I was not invested. As soon as I heard Kenny Omega, I was so bummed out about Kenny Omega being injured. I forgot the storyline existed.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Cancel it and find another. I thought they would just have to drop out and find another tag team,
or just drop this match.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, like just God in heaven.
Yeah, I don't really care. I guess you keep it on. It doesn't matter. I guess you can have Jericho win with his friend, and then have a real tag team beat him, or just keep the belts on Big Bill and Ricky Starks, and then have any team, beat them so we can get this anymore. Yeah, get this tag team division jumping again. Okay, another match I'm really excited to see, and this program is another one of the best programs in AEW right now, and simply because it's very simple. There's not a lot of moving parts to it, which is great. Overcomplicated moving parts, I should say. It is Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland, the man formerly known as Edge.
No DQ match. I can't say Edge anymore.
For the TNT title. Well, we could say Edge, but Edge can't say Edge. Adam can't say Edge. What do you think? What do you think about this one?
This probably this has potential to be like one of like the actual few wrestling matches we see during the show with a somewhat cohesive storyline. if you take aside some whack promos from Nick Wayne's mom and Nick Wayne,
Oh,
uh,
she should never speak, at least
and
for right now.
neither should Nick.
Oh no, but he's he's only 18. He'll learn down the line, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I mean, like, yeah, look, if Edge and Christian are wrestling, I don't see how that can be a bad thing. They I don't know how they can make this a bad thing. So yeah, I'm trying to hope for the best for at least that for that match. But
I think what they're doing. Oh, wait, go ahead.
but in terms of who should win, I don't know. I like to see Christian champion longer, unless they want to give Edge his first big title in AEW. I don't know.
Yeah, because Christian beat him already, right? So I think it would be great, yeah, for Edge to have a title in AEW. And yeah, but the thing is, like, what do you do after that? I guess you can, yeah, I guess there's so much you can do after that, but I could see
Maybe
them like milking this for a little while.
yeah, like maybe I wouldn't take the title off of Christian until like after this tournament ends and you have more competition down the line. Like it like not that like you can add more people to the storyline, but have someone down the line for after this is over. Like a challenger. So if Edge wins, you have a challenger lined up already. But I don't think that can happen until after this tournament ends because there's a lot going on with this tournament right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the tournament is going to end at the pay-per-view, so yeah.
That is
But,
true.
but I think, yeah, there's a lot you can. I love their interviews. At least Edge and Christian have been very good. I think they've been going very personal, like talking about like Edge's mom and everything like that, because they know each other so well. You know, they're able to touch those nerves because they trust each other. There's trust there. They've been friends since they were children. I think it's good. I think it was good TV. Honestly, but I
Yeah, it feels
think
real. It actually feels
yeah,
like believable. Like I like
Christian
them.
is probably like, yes, Max. He was the best heel in wrestling, and now he's one of the AEW's top baby faces, which is interesting, right? But now Christian, him as a heel, he is outstanding in his
Yeah.
role. He is unbelievable. I'd say I'm kind of leaning towards like Christian winning, but it would be nice to see like have Edge have a big win, and then maybe this can lead to Christian seeing the light and they could be a tag team again. But Edge is the TNT champion, but we'll see what happens. There's
I
a
don't know.
lot you
Like
can.
I don't know if I want Christian to turn because everything I miss in MGF, Christian is doing.
Yeah, they need a heel. Yeah, they need more
like,
heels.
like good heels, good ones.
Good one. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
not just
Good.
like, oh, I'm mean to you, and that because you're old. I'm the I can't. These guys, man, I can't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Main event time. MJF Samoa Joe Part 2 for the World Championship. What do you think?
Despite the fact that I feel like the world title took a back seat with this whole storyline, it's just more about like, well, let me keep MJF alive so he can defend these stupid ROH tag titles. Then I'll wrestle you at the pay per view. I feel like I don't know. I wish it was more about like. Did we even get like another stare down between them or another segment between them and them just cutting promos on each other leading up to this match? Or has this just been about Samoa Joe protecting MJF?
It's a little muddy because of the devil stuff and the kingdom stuff and all that. But I think the core of it, it's a lot of, okay, Samoa Joe, like you're a big tough badass, and I respect you, but I'm the world champion. I care about this and everything. It's important. So there's a lot of that, and I think they're doing a good job, but I think there's just so much going on. It's really hard to really get into what they're doing. Like I care about this match because I saw it happen, and it's two people I respect in wrestling. And for that reason, I'm excited to see it. But the actual angle, since there's so much going on, it's really hard to like, okay, this specific storyline is like, oh yeah, this is, great. But it's just two people that are really good, and they're just turning a confusing gumbo pot into magic, I think.
Well, I hope the thing is like because the one thing the match we saw with Joe and MJF live was brilliant. The one thing I
Yep.
freaking hated was towards the end when the hoopla came in, and when, you know, when Adam Cole broke his ankle with the stupid interference.
Yeah, we might get some of that here, which
That's
I'm
what I'm
afraid
saying.
of.
Yeah,
You know?
like what if we're watching an amazing match and then like the gang comes in, the Devil Gang or something. That's what
There's
that's
gonna be
what
some devilness. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but I think there's gonna be
stupid
some
bullshit.
devilness.
Like yeah,
The
but
one benefit is that this is not television. It's not a TV broadcast, so like it's pay-per-view, so they can do whatever they gotta do. But I just hope they keep the extra, curricular stuff to a minimal.
I mean, if
You
it's
know,
pay per view, they should make it better than what they normally would do. If
yeah.
it's pay per view, they shouldn't do it. That's even more of a reason to not do something stupid.
Even
But
with Max nursing some injuries, like I think this has a potential to be just an outstanding match. Um, I'm still looking forward to it, but just
I don't doubt the match is going to be amazing. It's just the story that's been building up to it sucks because on paper you would think that these, like, if you just let these two be these two, you didn't have the Devil group or whatever. Just if this story was just centered on Joe and MJF alone,
yeah.
it would have been perfect. It
Just
would have,
reveal who the devil is at the pay-per-view and let's move on.
yeah. It's like
Please.
it's
Let's move on from this. So went through the whole card. How excited are you about this show overall?
I feel like the live experience is going to be great. Because last time we went to live AEW shows, live AEW shows are usually fine. Like fans are usually really cool. The matches are fine. You don't have to listen to the stupid commentary. Uh, but it's just that's the thing. They do great shows. They do good shows. Like they know how to let people have good matches. But the moments in between, like the stories that build up to these matches, are usually what fall flat a lot of the time. So yeah, of course, the show's going to be really fun. I'm excited for the show, but like just, you know, when you look back in the story, it's like, what the hell were they doing?
Yeah, you never seen an AEW. Have you seen an AEW pay-per-view live?
No, actually, no.
Well, AEW pay-per-view lives, they're pretty great. Um,
Yeah,
because
that's right. I just realized that. It's my first actual pay per view there live. Huh.
when it comes to like bell to bell live pay-per-view, AEW is a great ticket. It's a great show to see. Their only issue is like, this time around, like their angles are so convoluted and there's certain matches on here that they have too many belts and the storylines are like overly complicated but overall I'm looking forward to this. But that being said, I think there's a lot of great, like the Christian and Edge stuff, the Adam Copeland stuff is great. Tony Storm as a character is tremendous. Um, and although the tournament, we're not big fans of, but the people that are in the finals are all people that it's like, okay, I know they can bring it and give me a good show. But I just hope that this Continental Classic thing, they're consistent with, or they use this as like, a jumping point to like start to get rid of some of these belts. But overall, I am excited for the show. One, to be there and to see Max, a native Long Islander, and we're from Long Island, and to see that is kind of cool. So I'm excited for the show overall.
Okay, like you know how they sometimes have Battle of the Belts? Their
Yeah.
next TV broadcast should be Burning of the Belts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever belts we don't need. Okay, listen, who cares about this belt? No one. Okay, it's getting burned.
Garbage.
Who cares
Yeah.
about this belt? No one? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like just and boil it down to 4.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't know. Like make
That's
a thing
it.
out of it.
Yeah. All right. That being said, this is the Wrestling Caucus. I'm Peter A.
I'm Smiley Ariaga.
And we'll be back to recap this show because we'll be there live. So we'll give you the live experience. And this time, both of us will be there live. So it's not one person give the live experience, the other person watch on pay-per-view. We're all going to be there live. So that should be exciting. So don't forget to follow the Wrestling Caucus on the socials. The links are in the description. All right. Later days.